First, I was extremely pleased with our crowd turnout. Students at the game, we had the energy that we want and want to continue in Panther Arena, and that was impressive. It was exciting for our guys that they were here early, and I think there was a lot of positive energy early on in the game. Valparaiso is a really good team. They're well coached, they're disciplined, and so the first half I thought we got off to a really good defensive start. We held them to 38% at halftime. We kind of stuck to the game plan in terms of what we wanted to do. They only got to the foul line once, and that's a big part of how they attack. And on the other end, we didn't convert as much as we wanted to keep us in the game. And against a team like them, you have to have those to stick around and hope they'll make some mistakes, which they don't do very much. Again, they're a disciplined team. So for us at this point in time, as we progress and as we grow, to get them here and measure ourselves, they're in first place for a reason. And we saw why tonight, and we'll learn from this one. We got some looks that we wanted. Some they were challenged, and then there were some open ones we just didn't knock down. And I need to do a better job, to start the second half there. We didn't have the flow that we liked and that we've played with in the past in some games. And so, we'll go back, watch the film, and try to adjust as a staff. Obviously, everybody has a scouting report, and they see film. Cody's a really good shooter. So in the first half, they put a ton of attention on him, and it's hard for him to get looks. We try to use him as a screener, use him as a passer, move him around a little bit. But a defensive team like Valpo, they wouldn't leave him often, and so now there's pressure on every shot he takes because he doesn't get open a ton. In the second half, things loosen up, and he's able to get a few more opportunities that are good looks for him and good looks for us. But in the first half, that's a challenge, and we've been working at that all season long. I thought they did a good job. Brock is he's still growing in his role. There's opportunities he has that we want him to take, and sometimes he doesn't. And if you don't take the first one, especially against them, they're extremely solid. And that open look that you get, you need to take. And sometimes if you don't take that one, it's going to be hard to get another open one. And that's an area where he's growing through film study with Coach Todd and just learning more about the game, growing his IQ, and knowing it's a role we need him to play, to be aggressive, to hunt shots, and he's done that in the past and helped keep us in games and win some. And now adjusting, against a really good team like this. We were open and had looks that we wanted. The thing against them is if you don't knock those down, you're going to have to defend them. They're not going to take bad ones. And it's you think about teams that have coached again before, Wisconsin or Villanova, where they're really disciplined, and so they kind of get the looks that they want. You try to contest them, and we did that well in the first half. And what you can't do is let your emotions come into play when you don't make those and get deflated and lose the energy. And I thought that happened especially at the start of the second half. We had a couple open looks, and they didn't drop for us, and our heads went down, and we got to respond better than that. And that's what they do, to teams. You look up, and next thing you know, you're down 16, and they haven't done anything. But you want to beat them, you want to compete at that level, and when you don't, guys want it so bad, and a little bit of frustration sets in because you those are good opportunities for you, and you don't make them. This group. We love coming to coach them every day, and they're together. Again, we still had 12 assists on 20 made field goals. We turned it over more than we do normally, and they had a lot to do with that. But this group, it energizes us each day coming to practice. They just want to learn. They want to grow. They want to get better. They come out to compete. I loved our fight in the second half, even when we got down big. Guys continued to fight. I thought Bryce Barnes came in and gave us a spark late off the bench, and that's been our MO. Each guy's been ready when his number's called, and we've continued to learn and compete in every game. And now, you have to be able to execute, especially against teams at their level.